Yeah, I mean, these base pairs that make these proteins, and somehow that all gets unpacked, fueled by bread and carrots and so on.
You know, these kind of questions have always been on human mind. It happened almost 15,000 years ago. Adi Yogi, that means the first yogi, he had 7 disciples. These 7 disciples are full of questions. They are… some of them are astronomers, some of them are serious mathematicians, things like this. They have million questions. After some time, Adi Yogi is bored with their questions because whatever they ask, it's just a product of their intellect. They're not able to ask a question beyond that. So they ask, what is the nature of this, your cosmos? Where does it begin? Where does it end? How big is it? He's just bored. So he says, your cosmos, I can pack it into your mustard seed. The entire cosmos, I can pack it into your mustard seed, he said. Then they were flabbergasted by this. Then they said, what is it made of? If you can pack such a huge cosmos, which we can't even imagine where it begins and where it ends into your mustard, what is it made of? He was completely bored, even to utter a word, he simply said like this.
You said 11 minutes now.
5 elements. Just these 5 elements. The entire universe is a play of these 5 elements. If you master the 5 elements, you have a key to every aspect of creation. If you don't master the 5 elements, if you approach it from outside, as you approach it, it will take on a trillion new forms. As you try to study it, it can take on a trillion new forms as you're looking at it, because that is what it is capable of. Just 5 things. 5 million things would be difficult. 5, I'm sure you and me can study, isn't it? At least I'm capable of 5. You're talking in millions and billions, but I'm 5.
Are you going to tell me what the 5 are?
Huh?
Are you going to tell me what the 5 elements are?
You know, these 5 elements, it's called earth, fire, water, air, space. These are 5 things.
Maybe. I mean, maybe that'll work in the end.
Everything is just within this. Everything that you call as physical creation has substance of some kind. This is earth. And all of it is in movement, that's called air. All of it ascribes to some temperature, that is fire. And in everything there is water, which is the cohesiveness. If there is no water, there is no cohesiveness in anything. And all of it is held together by what we call as akash. Here we're calling it as space. In English language, it doesn't really describe what we are saying, but it's called akash. Maybe a more closer word in English language would be ether, etheric space or whatever they're calling it as.
Okay.
So, these are the 5 things, whether an atom or a subatomic particle, everything is made of these 5 things. So you don't have to study the trillions of things which are manifestations of these 5. If you understand these 5 things, if you have grasp over these 5 things, then everything becomes accessible. So the fundamental, the most basic process, unfortunately, the word yoga conjures completely wrong images in America. The most fundamental aspect of yoga is called bhuta shuddhi. This means cleansing of the elements so that you can feel them separately in your own system. This very body is 72% water and 12% earth, 6% air, 4% fire, remaining is space. If you take charge of these things, what you need to know, everything that is life is here, because modern physicists are saying, as you sit here, every subatomic particle is in communication with the rest of the cosmos. If it is so, you just have to become alive to it. You just have to become receptive to it. Rather than going around the cosmos and studying, if you sit here, it's reverberating because the nature… I think there is some constructional theory, something coming up in California, I don't know, you must be acquainted with these things.
I blurbed the book actually on the back.
So fundamentally what they're saying is…
So basically what he's talking about, everything is we all as one. If you can sit here and you can be focused on these 5 elements, you will realize that you don't have to go out and seek or go out and try to discover anything that's a manifestation of those 5 things, because we all as one. So you don't really have to go further and try to seek any of those things, because you all are part of that. All you have to do is be more focused and have awareness of these 5 elements that is a part of the cosmos, that is a part of you. So yeah.
Whether it is the smallest thing or the biggest
yeah.
thing, everything, the fundamental design is same. It is only the complexity and sophistication which is improving. Between an amoeba and you,